Hi there, my name is Carlos, and I'm going to show you how to collaborate more effectively as a team working remotely. So perhaps you found yourself suddenly remote, trying to collaborate virtually with your team members, and maybe you've got some limited access to digital tools for visual collaboration. Maybe you've got some challenges logging in through VPN from a bandwidth perspective, and you need something that still allows you to collaborate with each other, to solve problems, and to work visually in a synchronous fashion. So in this video, I'm going to talk to you a little bit about how to collaborate together using Microsoft PowerPoint through the Office 365 suite, and in a way that allows you to set it up as a digital workspace for visual collaboration. So you want something that you're still familiar with, that you can use, that's frictionless, that maybe you've got existing licenses for. There's not a huge learning curve. And so that's why we've selected PowerPoint online through the Office 365 suite. So in order to get set up, the first thing you're going to do is you're going to log into Microsoft Teams. And so Microsoft Teams is a really great passive communication tool that allows you to stay connected with your team. So if you go to teams.microsoft.com and log in, you get dropped into the default where you'll see different channels. But what we're trying to do is we're actually trying to collaborate with our team members using a digital visual workspace. So to get that set up, the first thing that you're going to do is you're actually going to click on the Files folder on the left-hand side. Once you've got the Files folder set up, you'll notice that you have OneDrive as an option. So in OneDrive, you can create a new PowerPoint file that you can then share with your team, or you can upload an existing template. So you'll notice that you'll have access to the virtual ideation template in the same spot that you found this video. I will upload this template for you that you can use to collaborate with your team. And so in this instance, I'm going to click on the virtual ideation template since I already have it in my OneDrive. And I'm going to open it, but I'm going to open it with PowerPoint Online. So this allows me to now be able to edit and collaborate on this PowerPoint with my team members. And essentially what we're doing is just creating a virtual whiteboard. So once I've got that set up, you'll notice that there's three things that I want to show you. One is how to be able to add content using Post-it notes. Two, how to share this virtual space with your team so that you can have more people come on and collaborate with you in real time. And then three, how do you stay connected with your group? So how do you perform a group chat, for example, if you're not using a video conferencing tool like Zoom, or you're not screen sharing, for example? How do you still stay connected and be able to chat while you're working on together collaboratively? Um, so you'll notice that this template has some Post-it notes already kind of available to you. Now you can simply just copy and paste these Post-it notes, and you can move them around the screen, for example, change the content very easily. If you wanted to share this virtual whiteboard with your team, you'll notice that up in the right-hand corner, there's a share feature, share option. And when you click on that share feature, you'll be able to add team members directly by sending them a link. Now, you can actually just copy the link and embed it inside of an email and send it to your team that way. Or you can put in their email addresses directly here, and they'll receive a notification to then log in and be able to collaborate with you directly on this virtual space. So then finally, last thing I wanted to show you was just simply how do you stay connected. So you have this comments feature that you can turn on for any of the worksheets. And in the comments, you'll be able to actually mention the person's name and chat with them directly, so you can keep a log going directly here that allows you to communicate and kind of simulates that group chat feature that you get in video conferencing. So just a couple of really quick tips when you're using this template. So this template is really good for ideation, and you can use that whether you're running a retrospective or a story mapping session. You'll want to make sure that at the beginning of your meeting that you have some collaboration agreements. So these are just norms or behaviors that will ensure that you have a really productive meeting. One screen, one device allows people to limit their distractions. Having a reliable internet connection is key to productivity. The webcam can be optional, so if you're not using a video conferencing tool and you're trying to limit video, maybe due to bandwidth, for example, or maybe you are using a video conferencing tool, but you just enabled the audio portion because of the bandwidth challenges, but you want to make sure at least maybe having audio and a good microphone. Video is optional. And when you're using audio, make sure to mute yourself when you're not talking. So that allows everybody to have a really good experience. And then making space for others to be able to ideate, add their Post-it notes, try not to judge other people's ideas. So it's important to kind of go through the norms at the beginning of your session. It's also good to have a problem statement. So at the beginning, spend about 5 minutes just discussing, what's the goal for the session? What are we trying to solve? Make sure everybody agrees on that problem statement. And then next, this is kind of the area where you can have everybody come into and start to add their Post-it notes, share and brainstorm the different ideas for that problem statement. So with all these different activities, you want to make sure things are time boxed. So in this case, we've added 10 minutes to be able to brainstorm together, and people can go ahead and add their Post-it notes. Because this is all happening online, you will be able to see each other's notes as it's happening in real time. Then afterwards, you want to make sure as a facilitator that you have an opportunity to group ideas. So you can use affinity mapping, just copy and paste some of those Post-it notes onto this screen, add a label so that you can actually make sure that things are grouped. So finding any similarities or clusters. And then finally, having an opportunity to now prioritize some of these ideas. So you can prioritize them against, what's impactful, so very high impact that will help us to solve our problem, versus the feasibility. So how much effort is this going to be? Is this high effort or low effort? And then finding those, low-hanging fruits or really quick wins in terms of high impact and low effort. And then with any good meeting, you want to make sure in the end that you have an action plan. So what are the key takeaways coming out of this meeting? And again, time box this activity. So you should be able to get through this ideation session within 60 to 90 minutes just by using Microsoft PowerPoint Online with Office 365, and adding kind of video and audio component optional by using Microsoft Teams and leveraging the video conferencing in Teams. So I hope you found this video useful. Again, if you want to use the template, just feel free to download it from the same area that you found the video, or reach out to me. And I look forward to hearing in the comments how things went for you. So thanks again for watching the video, and we'll talk again soon.